As Peyton was trying to get into the record books, tied with Johnny Unitas for most wins by a Colts starting quarterback coming in. First play from scrimmage, and here we go. Peyton to Dallas Clark, 80-yard touchdown, 335th career touchdown pass for Peyton. Second time he's opened a game like this with the 80-yard touchdown. Steve, how'd it go down?
Aiken and Dell, do you think they scouted you? You're over anxious on the run fake right off the bat? Yeah, I'm gonna let Dallas Clark go run by me, and then how about a tackle to open the game? No. Touchdown.
Play ties the quickest touchdown in Monday Night Football history. It took 12 seconds. And check out after the play. Tiger Woods on the sideline like, yo, Peyton, nice play. Playa. First,
I can drive just as well as that.
First quarter. Hey, Matt, Steve said the Wildcat offense was a fad. What do you call it?
I call it a touchdown right here and a big score. And what it is just all about numbers. Get a hat on a hat. Watch this right now. They're going to fake it coming around. And then it's just the inside three of that offensive line just getting people on people and in a power run by
Stu. I said it was fab.
Oh, fab, not fad.
Fab.
Ronnie Brown ties it at 7. Tiger not as happy as he was on Peyton's touchdown. Second quarter, 3rd and 9 Dolphins. Chad Pennington throwing it deep to Ted Ginn Jr. in the end zone, but see what had happened, Matt?
You cannot do that. National Football
quarterback.
League.
That's overthrown.
Yeah, you've got to make that catch.
Overthrown.
You've got to make that catch.
Dolphins forced to kick a field goal. They lead 10-7. 8 seconds to go in the half. Manning, 3rd and 10. And he's getting his hook on to Dallas Clark for the first down at the Dolphins 30. Why is Clark so effective, Steve?
He's just a great route runner. Look at the body size. He looks like a fullback in some ways, with that, especially that 44 number. Phenomenal route runner, recognition of coverage.
And on the night, Adam Vinatieri notches 500th career extra point. He busts a 48-yard field goal off the goalpost and in. It's good. Game tied at 13 at recess. Third quarter is really about Joey Porter because my man was beating kids down.
You might want to maybe block him. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, he only led the AFC in sacks last year, so
why would you want to block?
Let's try blocking with 2 guys. How does that work out?
Two plays later, 30 and 11, Manning under pressure, incomplete to the left, and where did the pressure come from?
Yeah, you know what? This is called the old Bakersfield push.
Joey Porter was doing his thing. Colts forced to punt. Next Dolphins drive. Miami put together a
looks like Dan Marino right there.
Long series. Pennington complete to Devon Best for the first down.
Nice job.
Then on 3rd and 6, Pennington, who, by the way, all-time career leader in completion percentage in the NFL.
And a great job of just understanding the pocket and buying a little bit of time. And then, like you said, hand the ball off and just let them keep on running the clock down and piling up the time on their side. Manning
and the Colts ran just 3 plays in the third quarter. Their fewest in the third since 2000. Fourth quarter, Dolphins still driving 3rd and 1. Brown up the middle for a touchdown. The play, nice. The drive, nicer. 13 plays, 80 yards. Took 9 minutes off the clock. Ensuing Colts drive. I guess Peyton don't need that much time, does he?
No, he says, look, play a little man-to-man. See how he handled this and wait for Dallas Clark to clear up 25, 30, 35, 40. I mean, Dallas Clark was killing them tonight.
7 catches for Dallas, 183 yards. That's a career high. Later in the drive, the Dolphins have Ronnie Brown. Colts have Donald Brown, the rookie out of UConn. 15 yards. Colts respond immediately. They tie the game at 20. Next Miami drive, 3rd and 7. Pennington getting his hook on to Ted Ginn. This kid out of Ohio State is going to be a decent receiver, I think, Matt.
He is. He's got great skills. He's got speed. Just cannot drop the ball in the back of the end zone.
Later in the drive, though, Dan Carpenter attempting a 45-yard field goal. It's good, but Steve, you don't like their play call on third down.
Because they set up for the field goal. You got Peyton Manning waiting, rested on the other side of the field. You get out 3rd and 6, run the ball, put the ball in the center of the field to kick a field goal. You will lose, and here we go, man-to-man.
Dwight Freeney was needing some rest and oxygen on the sideline. Colts drive, Manning to Reggie Wayne, first down. Then Manning to Dallas Clark from the Department of Redundancy Department, first down. And then Manning to the second-year guy, Pierre Garçon. It's a screen pass, Matt Millen.
And it's also a touchdown. And if you see the common thread on those last 3 throws, he had a lot of time. He was able to just look over the field, and he was accurate.
Peyton's 336th career touchdown pass was Garçon's first career touchdown catch. Colts up 27-23. Next Dolphins drive. Pennington deep in the end zone for Ginn.
Ooh, he knows it too.
Physical receivers in this league, that's the difference right there. I don't know that 10 has the physicality to go make that play. You can know it, but think of all the players in this league that go get that ball.
Ted Ginn had a nice game, 11 catches, couldn't get that one. Later in the drive, 6 seconds left to go. This is for the ball game. Pennington picked off by Antoine Bethea to end it. Pennington and the Dolphins have the ball for just over 45 minutes, but Peyton Manning and the Colts win it 27-23. Peyton for the game, 23 pass attempts, 14 completions, 303 yards passing. Steve, do the math. You're a smart guy. 23 completions, 303. That's about
over
what?
12 yards of completion. I mean, an attempt.
An attempt.
You don't see that very often, no. Matt Millen. That's really defense's yards after catch. That really speaks to the Miami defense, the big play defense going the other direction. I don't know that bodes well for them, being able to put a pressure on the quarterback or make tackles.
After the game, Peyton Manning talking about the big win.
I had pretty good inspiration last night from a certain quarterback for the Giants. He kept me up late. I usually go to bed a little bit earlier, but I saw how calm and cool Eli was, and he's got young receivers too, so I knew it could be done. Everybody was calm, and Pierre was very patient. I mean, he was more talkative than he has been all game, saying, hey, I can beat him. And, of course, we didn't get many possessions, but, boy, when he came up big, when we nearly needed him, he was huge for us.
You are now the Colts' all-time leader in wins. What's it mean to you?
Well, it's like I said last night in talking to Coach Gruden, I don't feel comfortable with these comparisons to Unitas, but I'm very proud to wear the same uniform as Johnny Unitas. He was a real winner, and I've been proud to be a part of a lot of wins, along with a lot of great players throughout the Colts organization since I've been here. It's a very humbling feeling.
We could get all excited about Peyton Manning with another game-winning drive, but, he's done it, like, over and over again. For the 37th time in his career, he does it in the fourth quarter or overtime, second among active players. Interestingly, he does it one night after his little brother Eli did the same thing for the Giants against the Cowboys. The Colts get outrushed 239-6. They have the ball for less than a quarter, and yet they still win. How?
Well, you've watched Peyton Manning over the years. If you don't get to him and harass him, knock him down a few times, get him off beat, he's going to tear you up. Here you're at the end of the game, man-to-man. You hear again, man-to-man. Here the last play, he almost throws it in the ground. Oh, excuse me, it's a touchdown. At the end of the day, if you don't knock him down, you are probably going to lose more than likely.
Well, and you got to credit that offensive line because they protected him pretty well, Steve. But the other thing you got to look at is that Indianapolis Colts defense, because essentially they played a game and a half tonight. They were out there for 45 minutes, 84 plays. That's a game and a half. So that is one tired defense. But credit them with this. The bottom line, when push came to shove and they had to stop them, they stopped them, and they were able to get out of here with a win.
And the Colts get out of here with the win, and they do it like in record-breaking fashion. Colts time of possession, 14 minutes, 53 seconds. Since they started tracking time of possession sometime in the mid-70s, this is the smallest amount of time having a football that a winning team has ever had. Hey, the Wildcat offense, well, it did its thing. Ronnie Brown had his 14th career 100-yard game, but it wasn't enough of a thing because Peyton Manning was in the house. Mark Anthony and J-Lo also in the house. Tiger Woods dapping up Peyton on the sideline. They all watched a serious barn burner of a football game, but in the end, it was Peyton and the Colts beating the Dolphins on a muggy Monday night.
All right, Stuart, back here in L.A., we'll have the latest on the Jets facing tampering charges concerning Michael Crabtree, the number 10 overall pick for the Niners back in April. Donovan McNabb still hurting the Eagles fans, wondering if you know who is ready to start. After the break, Andy Reid on Michael Vick's readiness or not. And while the Yankees met their match in Anaheim, the Red Sox roughed up by the Royals. It's SportsCenter from the West Coast.
Re-envisioned. Reorganized. Reactivated. All designed to reignite the soul. The all-new 2010 SRX, the Cadillac of crossovers.
3 wide pitch to the right side, one to the left.
What does greatness taste like?
Steps up, heaves the ball.
Step up and order a Miller Lite aluminum pint with a wide opening to deliver that true Pilsner taste.
Down into the end zone. It's going to be a tip ball. He got it! Unbelievable, and it's going to be a touchdown! This is unbelievable!
There's light beer, and then there's triple hops brewed Miller Lite. Taste greatness.
Last week was unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
It's pretty much a foregone conclusion that the Yankees are going to make the playoffs. Their magic number to create some very expensive playoff tickets at their new stadium is down to just one. But winning the AL East, well, that isn't much of a sure thing now.
All right, here it is. New York's up 5. Yankees with 3 in Anaheim, followed by 3 against Boston. If the Red Sox get hot and the Yanks cool, we could have a horse race. First of those 3 out west for the best record in baseball. Oh, hey, look at DC comic characters, the Yankee rookies. And, of course, that we remember when Hideki Matsui dressed up like Huggy Bear in 03. And then 07, Jabba Chamberlain without Dorothy came on like the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz. Great movie. Wicked Witch scared the heck out of me. Andy Pettitte, Vladimir Guerrero's 8 for 20 career against him. That's a 400 clip. And bottom one, he doubles. Bobby Abreu from first beats the throw home to score. And the Angels up 1-0.
Vlad dressed as a baseball player.
Yeah, and now Torrey Hunter, he's just 233 career against Pettitte. And he gets him for a double as well, drives in Guerrero, and the Angels up 2-0. Pettitte said the shoulder felt fine. He went 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned. Joe Saunders, he's 4-0 with a 2.10 ERA since returning from the 15-day DL. Mark Teixeira in the top of the 6th. That'll turn 2. Saunders 8 1/3, 2 earned, 3 Ks, 9th inning. Robinson Cano is the tying run facing Brian Fuentes, 2 out. And Cano grounds to first. Kendry Morales stepping on the bag. That's your ball game. And in a matchup of division leaders, the Angels beat the team with the best record in baseball, 5-2. A-Rod and Matsui with solo shots. The Angels' magic number is 6. The Yankees' magic number remains at 1, but their pitching has struggled the last 10 games. An ERA of over 5.34, and they are just 4 wins in their last 10 games. The Angels within 4.5 of the Yankees for the best record in the American League.
Red Sox in Kansas City to take on the Royals. Boston rolling. They won 10 of their last 11. They had Tim Wakefield started for the first time since September 5th. He's been battling a bad back. He was cruising most of the game until bottom of the 3rd after waiting 22 minutes in the dugout while the Red Sox had a big inning. And Wakefield throws one past Victor Martinez. Josh Anderson scores. Royals down 6-1. Then the rain really started coming down. Animals were lining up 2 by 2. Bottom 5. Royals down 8-2. Wakefield having issues with the strike zone. Look at the rain. Walks Willie Bloomquist, 7 walks. Wakefield gave up. They gave up 11 as a team. He walks Billy Butler on 4 straight pitches there. Next batter is Mike Jacobs. And with 2 on, that makes that one a 3-run home run. Royals down 8-5. Wakefield 5 innings of work, 4 earned runs. Red Sox turn to their bullpen, and the bullpen let them down. Daniel Bard, bottom 6, tied at 9. 2 out with 2 men on Unieski Betancourt. That'll drive in 2. Royals going to win it 12-9. The Red Sox relievers, 3 innings of work, 7 earned runs. Kansas City now 11-3 in its last 14 games. Royals getting hot in September once again, much to the Red Sox dismay. So the Yankees and Red Sox both lose. Boston misses an opportunity, and they remain 5 games back of New York. Red Sox only 4 back in the loss column, though, and they have 2 more games remaining than the Yankees do. Let's take a look at those schedules, beginning with the Yankees. 11 games remaining for New York. They have 2 left at the Angels before a weekend series against the Red Sox in the Bronx. And again, as Neil mentioned, that could get very interesting. They then host the Royals before finishing on the road at Tampa Bay. As for Boston, they have 3 more at the Royals before heading to the Bronx for that 3-game series. They finish up in Boston with the Blue Jays and the Indians in town. If the East comes down to the last week, advantage looks like it could be in Boston's favor, but they have some work to do to get there.
Well, the Rangers 1 win away from the first winning season since 2004. Unfortunately, they're inching closer to being irrelevant in any playoff discussion. But how about Kevin Millwood? He needed to go 4 1/3 or more to reach a $12 million contract incentive for next season. That double play in the 5th gets him there. Reaches 180 innings pitched. Ching, ching, ching. Easy for me to say. Bottom 7. Mark Ellis grounds to third. Chris Davis diving stop in the throw. And then the next batter, Eric Patterson. Davis says, you like apples? How about them apples? Millwood, 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, nothing hurt. And the Rangers score more runs in that game with a 10-3 win than in their last 7 combined. And it's those last 7 combined is why the Rangers are in trouble. They both win Monday, the Rangers and Angels, so Texas remains 7.5 back in the AL West. They do pick up a game in the AL wild card with the Red Sox loss, but they have next to nothing. You're talking room for error.
We're talking football again right now. Donovan McNabb shrugged when a reporter asked him if he'd be ready to play Sunday against Kansas City. McNabb is still dealing with that cracked rib. Andy Reid has already revealed his plan if McNabb can't go. And Kevin Kolb is still the man in Reid's plan. That's even though Michael Vick is eligible to return this week. The Eagles' plan Sunday against the Saints included plenty of Wildcat, perhaps getting everyone else on their offense ready for the package that Vick will run when he comes back. But he won't start. Despite his 3 picks on Sunday, Kolb did enough to retain Reid's faith in him.
I thought Kevin Kolb, for starting his first game, putting up 378 yards or whatever it was, I thought he did some good things. Can he learn from the interception on the second series of the second half? Yeah, he can learn on that. Can he learn on some of the other plays there? Yeah, he'll learn. I thought overall, he did a pretty good job after having an opportunity to evaluate it. And Michael Vick, is he 100% back and ready to play a whole game? Well, I can't tell you that. I don't think so. And I don't plan on putting him in that position right now.
Here's a breakdown on Kolb as we go next level. Andy Reid had it wrong. 391 yards for Kolb in his first career NFL touchdown on Sunday, but he struggled on all other downs besides first down, completing just over half of his passes and throwing 2 interceptions on second, third, or fourth down. Seahawks say they're preparing to play with backup Seneca Wallace against the Bears. Matt Hasselbeck also has a rib injury. Hasselbeck says he has played the week after breaking a rib before and says he absolutely hopes to play on Sunday. Seahawks hosting the Bears on Sunday. For complete coverage of that game and everything else Chicago, you know where to go. ESPNChicago.com. Log on and check it out.
You remember Michael Crabtree? He's that Texas Tech receiver who made that catch that beat Texas last season. You've seen it 100 times. You haven't hardly seen Crabtree since. He's the only guy drafted in April who hasn't signed on the dotted line. 49ers picked him 10th, reportedly guaranteed him $16 million. Crabtree not interested. But are the Jets interested in him? The 49ers say New York is, and New York has tampered with their pick. And they've filed tampering charges.
We'll let the NFL figure that one out. I think it's ridiculous personally, but again, we'll let the NFL figure that out. Okay, I wish we were playing them.
Okay,
all right,
fair enough. Thank you. He wishes they were playing him.
Ooh. That's something that the league is going to handle internally, and I'm not going to get into that. We'll let that play out. The process, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to let the league handle that. I'm not even going to go there. We'll let the league handle that, and we'll go from there.
The season having now been 2 games through, you're 2-0. You're not throwing the ball a lot. Do you even need Crabtree on this team to win?
I think we need every football player that can help us win.
That question about needing Crabtree because Isaac Bruce, Frank Gore, the running back, Vernon Davis, the tight end, 8 and 7 catches respectively to lead the club. San Francisco tied with 8 other teams for last in the NFL with just 1 touchdown pass, but the record a perfect 2-0. Adam Schefter on line 1.
The 49ers certainly know a thing or two about tampering. Back in 2008, they were docked a 5th-round draft choice for tampering with free agent linebacker Lance Briggs. This time they've turned the tables and accused the Jets of tampering. And here's the 49ers' bacon plate. If, in fact, the Jets did tamper with Michael Crabtree and tell him a certain value that he's worth, then that would compromise their ability to get a deal done with Michael Crabtree. It would hinder their chances of getting him into their camp. If the Jets or any other team out there said to Crabtree he's worth a certain amount and the 49ers are offering less, then no deal. That's why we have the tampering charges.
Back to Monday night when we come back. Peyton Manning taking a page out of his brother Eli's playbook by doing more with less. Tiger Woods was there to check it out. More NFL from Sunday's games as well, including the latest on Marion Barber's quad injury. Brett Favre with a nasty little injury as well on his throwing hand. With all the talk of the Red Sox chasing the Yankees, the Tigers better watch their backs as well. The Twins inching closer and closer and closer.
ESPN College Football Primetime. Ole Miss, South Carolina, Thursday at 7:30 Eastern.
There's nothing like watching a Walt Disney classic with your family on Disney Blu-ray.
Yeah, that's true.
And now there's a great value with the Blu-ray Combo Pack. It includes a DVD of the movie.
Snow White on Blu-ray Combo Packs October 6th.
To master the great outdoors, the pros choose Husqvarna for exceptional power, performance, and precision. Now you too can master your great outdoors with professionally proven Husqvarna. Get a Husqvarna in your hands during Chainsaw Demo Days.
Garth, you're up. Hold on, I'm at CapitalOne.com picking a photo for my credit card. Here's one from my prom. Oh, what memories.
How about one from our golf outing?
I know. Maybe one of my firstborn's son.
Dad, Mom says the boys gotta go.
Personalize your card by uploading your own photo at CapitalOne.com.
What's in your wallet?
To the top, here comes Kurt Busch!
What does greatness taste like?
He'll race alongside!
Step up and order a Miller Lite.
We've got a tussle! We've got a fight! We've got a war!
We've got a rich golden color, real beer aroma, and a true Pilsner taste.
A drag race to the checkered flag will be won by Kurt Busch in the Miller Lite Dodge!
There's light beer, and then there's triple hops brewed Miller Lite. Taste greatness.
Oh, what a finish!
Americans are always finding ways to be more responsible. And so is BMW. It's called Efficient Dynamics, a commitment to lower emissions while enhancing the thrill of the drive. It's the reason BMW offers the most fuel-efficient luxury fleet in America. And while you'll find responsibility quite exhilarating.
Hurry in to the BMW Greener Days sales event now and lease a 328i for only $349 a month.
The NASCAR Nationwide Series.
Welcome to the Big Screen Store. Enter a world of big screen televisions, exclusive and wall units, comfortable home theater seating, and professional salespeople that make the Big Screen Store the smart choice for home theater. And now a 52-inch Samsung high-def LCD TV is just $14.88, our lowest price ever. With prices that beat the internet and immediate delivery, the Big Screen Store has so much more for so much less.
Instead of meeting your mother-in-law for coffee.
In between taking one kid to soccer practice.
And another to ballet.
When you're supposed to be cleaning out the garage.
On your way back from the dry cleaners. At your lunch break. Bring your sandwich.
After yoga class, you can meditate while you wait.
Anytime is a good time to come to Jiffy Lube. We're quick and you don't need an appointment. No wonder we service over 1 million cars in Maryland a year. Let Jiffy Lube take care of your car too.
The right insurance for your ride. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
Just 2.5 games will separate first and second in the AL Central if Minnesota wins this game at Chicago. Top first, no score runner on third. Daniel Hudson, first career Major League start. Pitch gets away from A.J. Brzezinski. Orlando Cabrera scores. It's 1-0. Let's go top five, 2-0. Michael Kadire with a runner on second. He singles past Chris Getz. Cabrera scores and Minnesota's up 3-0. Top six, scary moment for a baseball player. In this case, it's Denard Span. Ooh. Randy Williams' fastball hits him right in the head. Span down.
And the helmet.
Said he had a headache afterwards. Said he felt dizzy. Said seeing the replay really scared him. Said he'd never been hit in the head before. Did leave the game under his own power. How about Nick Blackburn? Which one you want? The guy who was 0-5 with a 5.48 ERA in his last 7 road starts, or the cat who's 3-1 in 4 games against the White Sox this season? That's the one the White Sox got. You saw who he got, and now he gets Posednik to ground out to first In the bottom of the 7, Blackburn, 7 innings, 8 hits, no runs. Twins win 7-0, and they pick up a half game on the Tigers. Well, the Twins gain a half game because the Tigers were idle in the AL Central with their win Monday. Minnesota now just 2.5 games back of Detroit after their 7th win in their last 8 games. We do have a race.
Astros still had 13 games to go, but they had seen enough from Cecil Cooper to know that they didn't want him anymore. The team fired him on Monday. Cooper 1 game above 500 in his 2 seasons in Houston. The Astros said they moved on early to evaluate other facets of the organization. Third base coach Dave Clark taking over as interim manager. He started his new gig Monday against the Cardinals. Mark DeRosa made his night a tough one. Top first 1-0 Cardinals. DeRosa facing Wandy Rodriguez. That'll be good for a double. Here comes Matt Holliday and Ryan Ludwig. DeRosa, a little greedy, trying to think third base, and they nail him. Cardinals, though, take a 3-0 lead. Top 3, 5-1 Cards. DeRosa up. He's got that look in his eye. Look where Humberto Quintero sets up, and look where Wandy Rodriguez throws it, and check out the result. DeRosa's 22nd, the Cards up 6-1. Top 6 now, 6-2 Cards. Chad Paranto in for the Astros now, facing DeRosa. New pitcher, same result. Look at where Quintero sets up, and look at where Paranto throws it, and, well, I think you know the rest. DeRosa goes deep twice for the second time this season at Minute Maid Park, his 23rd. And the Cardinals win at 7-3.
All right, a bent fingernail will not sideline Brett Favre. If it was me, Stan would be working alone. Vikings quarterback injuring the fingernail on his throwing hand late in Minnesota's Sunday win at Detroit. Coach says Favre will play this weekend against the 49ers. Marion Barber, iffy for the Dallas-Carolina game. Barber with a quad injury suffered late in the Giants' loss. Iffy is my word. Coach Wade Phillips put it like this, quote, "We don't know exactly where he is," end quote. Well, you're hoping the training room. Mike Bell said he hopes to play Sunday against the Bills. The Saints back. Says he has full range of motion in the knee he sprained late in Sunday's win at Philadelphia. Coach Sean Payton said the injury is a lot less severe than the club anticipated.
On SportsCenter right now, Monday Night Football, Colts and Dolphins. Well, the Colts didn't wait long to get started. First play of the game, Peyton Manning play action. Dallas 80 yards for the touchdown. Clark 7 catches, 183 yards. Just like that, it is 7-0 Colts. Now early fourth quarter, game tied at 13. Colts didn't have it much in the second half. Ronnie Brown, 24 carries, 136 yards. Dolphins up 20-13. Plenty of wildcat for Miami. And check out this cat. It's Donald Brown, the rookie. Colts ran for just 61 yards, but Brown tied the game up at 20. After Dolphins field goal, put the Dolphins up 3 rather. Colts start their drive. Manning to Reggie Wayne. He had 3 catches, 37 yards against constant double teams all night. So Manning goes back to Dallas Clark for another first down. 2 plays later, Manning with a short pass to Pierre Garçon. How about some yards after the catch, s'il vous plaît? And Garçon says au revoir. And the Colts go up 27-23. Last chance for Miami, 6 seconds remaining. Pennington throwing for the end zone. He's picked off by Antoine Bethea. Colts hold on to win it. And for more, we check in with Bob Holtzman.
For the first 3 quarters, Reggie Wayne was the only Colts wide receiver to catch a pass. But in the fourth quarter, with the game on the line, it was 2 young and unproven receivers who made the 2 biggest plays. First, rookie Austin Collie converted a key third down. Then second-year wideout Pierre Garçon scored the winning touchdown.
They're probably sitting like, geez, I'm just not having a good game. I'm not getting open, and here they are, making the game-winning plays for us.
You got to know that the ball that does come to you is probably going to be for something big because they are keying on guys like Dallas and Reggie, and you just got to know that.
This will do a lot for those guys' confidence, knowing that we'll lean on them, we'll call their number in crucial situations, and that tells you the kind of confidence we have in them. And the best way for a young player to develop is to play and gain experience.
With the Colts trailing by 3 and Garçon without a catch, Peyton Manning called an audible that went 48 yards for a touchdown and may have taken Garçon miles toward earning his quarterback's trust.
When he gets his opportunity, he's making the most of it, and that's what you have to do as a young player. When you do get your chances, put some points on the board, I can promise you 18 will find a way to get you the ball.
Pierre, he's got that kick return, punt returning ability, so you like to get the ball in his hands. And as soon as he got the ball in the hands, that's what he kind of turned it into.
Manning joked after the win that he had good inspiration after watching that quarterback from the Giants engineer a late drive to win Sunday night's game. And Peyton pointed out that Eli also did it with a group of young receivers. In Miami, Bob Holtzman, ESPN.
Yeah, Archie and Olivia had a great weekend watching their boys do it big. Again, Sunday night, Eli led the Giants on an 11-play drive, ended with a Lawrence Tynes field goal to spoil the big night in Dallas. Not to be outdone, Peyton orchestrated that 80-yard drive Monday night. It took just 32 seconds. Pierre Garçon finishing it up with his first career NFL touchdown. With more, let's check in with Mike Tirico and the Monday Night crew.
Very often, in almost any endeavor, people remember how you start and how you finish. And Peyton Manning with a wow on his first and his last throw of the night, the reason that the Colts are 2-0 and the Dolphins are 0-2.
Yeah, Mike, I love when people say you must establish the run to get the play-action passing game going. Well, that's hogwash. The first play of the game was a play-action passing game, and it went for 80 yards. Here you see the play-action fake. Manning snaps his head around, but the linebacker, Aiken Adell, was peeking in the backfield. He stopped his feet, and that allowed Dallas Clark to get over the top because the safeties divided. They left that void in the middle of the field. He breaks the tackle from Jabril Wilson. He gets a big block from Reggie Wayne down the field. And, boy, I tell you, they didn't have many opportunities in the passing game, but Peyton Manning, Dallas Clark, Reggie Wayne, and the Colts took advantage of them.
They were up 7-0. Then Miami ran about 9,000 plays, and the Colts ran 7. And the score was still pretty close. Miami had a 3-point lead, and the man, the sheriff, got the ball.
The sheriff had the last answer. Watch this, Peyton Manning on the last drive. Back shoulder throw, perfect location to Reggie Wayne. Stands in the pocket, great timing throw to his tight end, Dallas Clark. Audible, sees the blitz. He's got the guts to make the decision and fire it out there to a rookie, Pierre Garçon. That's right, Garcon. Write it down. Could be another future great receiver for the Colts. What a comeback.
You know, Garçon in French means waiter, and you can say, check please now. Think about it. Miami had 84 plays. Indianapolis didn't even have the ball for a quarter, less than 15 minutes, and somehow found a way to win. And I know Atlanta's going to be good this year, you would think, and so are the Colts. But Miami's 0-2, and they're going to San Diego. Very tough time for the Dolphins, losing one that they could have had here tonight.
Throws the deep back, gets a hit on the backfield. The Ravens. Ray Lewis comes up the middle, and it's all over. The Hayes in the barn.
Now, I'm no farmer, but I'm pretty sure that Ray Lewis closed the barn door in San Diego. We're going to open it back up and give you some top plays from week 2. Tuesday, Plaxico Burress scheduled to begin his 2-year prison sentence. Where exactly will the former Super Bowl hero be living? We're going to take you inside. And in the win over Tennessee, Urban Meyer claims several of his guys had the flu. Well, you have to hear what Lane Kiffin had to say about that one.
In the United States, the bodies of over 40,000 people remain unidentified.
Without who is it?
There's no whodunit.
ABC Tonight. A dedicated team of volunteers will prevent the nameless from becoming the forgotten.
This is our girl. We're going to follow her journey.
From Jerry Bruckheimer.
Thank you for bringing my daughter back.
A lot of people helped.
Are they here?
They're everywhere.
ABC's The Forgotten. Series premiere tonight, 10/9.
Arizona. How about Barry Zito? 2.36 ERA since the All-Star break. Only Wainwright and Carpenter have a lower number than that. Mark Reynolds didn't get the memo. It's either feast or famine for this dude, and he feasts on Zito right there in the bottom of the first. 2-run shot. That's 43 on the season. He had 45 total in his first 2 seasons. We go bottom 5, though. Giants have turned it around. They're up 4-2. Stephen Grew grounded to first. Travis Ishikawa goes to second. Juan Uribe drops the ball. Everybody's safe. Bases loaded. Next batter, Justin Upton. Does that find space? Yes, it does. 2-run score. This game tied at 4. Zito, 4 1/3, 6 hits, 3 earned. We go top 8, still tied. Bases loaded, 1 out. Fred Lewis, no relation to Ferd Lewis, who I saw in Vegas. Lewis, grounder to second. Lewis beats the throw to first. Diamondbacks can't turn 2. And the Giants are going to win at 5-4.
What up, Ferd?
Exactly. All right, how about... Oh, there he is. It's the Mets. And it's the world's tallest man, Sultan. Guy named Sultan. But he's 8'1", but there's a guy who's 8'5" who doesn't want the pub, who lives in Ukraine. Top one, Garrett Anderson, he wants the pub. His 13th, Braves up 4-0. Bartender, another. Bottom second, Chipper Jones, a 3-run shot, his 42nd against the Mets. I mean, the guy just owns the Mets. 17th on the season, it's 8-0. Where's the tall guy? How would you like to have your seat right behind him? Could you, down in front. I am down. Martin Prado. He doubles off the wall and left. Braves win 11-3. They've won 6 straight.
Interim manager, he started his new gig Monday against the Cardinals. Mark DeRosa made his night a tough one. Top first, 1-0 Cardinals. DeRosa facing Wandy Rodriguez. That'll be good for a double. Here comes Matt Holliday and Ryan Ludwig. DeRosa, a little greedy, trying to take third base, and they nail him. Cardinals will take a 3-0 lead. Top three, 5-1 Cards. DeRosa up. He's got that look in his eye. Look where Humberto Quintero sets up, and look where Wandy Rodriguez throws it, and check out the result. DeRosa's 22nd. The Cards up 6-1. Top six now, 6-2 Cards. Chad Paranto in for the Astros now, facing DeRosa. New pitcher, same result. Look at where Quintero sets up. And look at where Paranto throws it, and, well, I think you know the rest. DeRosa goes deep twice for the second time this season at Minute Maid Park, his 23rd, and the Cardinals win at 7-3. September 5th, he's been battling a bad back. He was cruising most of the game until bottom of the third after waiting 22 minutes in the dugout while the Red Sox had a big inning, and Wakefield throws one past Victor Martinez. Josh Anderson scores. The Royals down 6-1. Then the rain really started coming down. Animals were lining up 2-2. Bottom five. Royals down 8-2. Wakefield having issues with the strike zone. Look at the rain. Walks Willie Bloomquist. 7 walks. Wakefield gave up. They gave up 11 as a team. He walks Billy Butler on 4 straight pitches there. Next batter is Mike Jacobs. And with 2 on, that makes that one a 3-run home run. Royals down 8-5. Wakefield 5 innings of work, 4 earned runs. Red Sox turn to their bullpen, and the bullpen let them down. Daniel Bard, bottom 6, tied at 9. 2 out with 2 men on Unieski Betancourt. That'll drive in 2. Royals going to win it 12-9. The Red Sox relievers, 3 innings of work, 7 earned runs. Kansas City now 11-3 in its last 14 games. The Royals getting hot.
From the first winning season since 2004. Unfortunately, they're inching closer to being irrelevant in any playoff discussion. But how about Kevin Millwood? He needed to go 4 1/3 or more to reach a $12 million contract incentive for next season. That double play in the 5th gets him there. Reaches 180 innings pitched. Ching, ching, ching. Easy for me to say. Bottom 7. Mark Ellis grounds to third. Chris Davis diving stop in the throw. And then the next batter, Eric Patterson. Davis says, you like apples? How about them apples? Millwood, 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. Which scared the heck out of me. Andy Pettitte, Vladimir Guerrero's 8 for 20 career against him. That's a 400 clip. And bottom 1, he doubles. Bobby Abreu from first beats the throw home to score. And the Angels up 1-0.
Vlad dressed as a baseball player.
Yeah, and now Torrey Hunter, he's just 233 career against Pettitte. And he gets him for a double as well, drives in Guerrero, and the Angels up 2-0. Pettitte said the shoulder felt fine. He went 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned. Joe Saunders, he's 4-0 with a 2.10 ERA since returning from the 15-day DL. Mark Teixeira in the top of the 6th. That'll turn 2. Saunders 8 1/3, 2 earned, 3 Ks, 9th inning. Robinson Cano is the tying run facing Brian Fuentes, 2 out. And Cano grounds to first. Kendry Morales stepping on the bag. That's your ball game. And in a matchup of division leaders, the Angels beat the team with the best record in baseball, 5-2. A-Rod and Matsui with solo shots. Top first, no score, runner on third. Daniel Hudson, first career major league start. Pitch gets away from A.J. Brzezinski. Orlando Cabrera scores. It's 1-0. Let's go top 5, 2-0. Michael Kadire with a runner on second. He singles past Chris Getz. Cabrera scores and Minnesota's up 3-0. Top 6, scary moment for a baseball player. In this case, it's Denard Span. Ooh. Randy Williams' fastball hits him right in the head. Span down.
And the helmet.
Said he had a headache afterwards. Said he felt dizzy. Said seeing the replay really scared him. Said he'd never been hit in the head before. Did leave the game under his own power. How about Nick Blackburn? Which one you want? The guy who was 0-5 with a 5.48 ERA in his last 7 road starts, or the cat who's 3-1 in 4 games against the White Sox this season? That's the one the White Sox got. You saw who he got, and now he gets Posednik to ground out to first in the bottom of the 7th. Blackburn, 7 innings, 8 hits, no runs. Twins win 7-0, and they pick up a half game.
This guy. The girl.
I did not think you partied like that.
I party like this every 4 to 6 hours.
The glory.
I'm so proud of you.
You're just drunk, Mom.
You're just your flower.
Observe and report.
Yeah, Mom.
Observe and report. Now available for 2-day rental. Choose movies and events. All new movies to order.
Welcome back.
Sean decided to leave Comcast.
I really thought Fios was going to be big. It ended up being a big chunk of my life spent on hold. I was even on hold with Verizon when a Comcast rep came to my door. Click. Hung up on Verizon, and I'll never go back.
At Comcast, we give you a great price, and we'll treat you right.
After I got hooked back up, the sales rep stopped by just to see if I was happy. I was like, I love you, man.
Welcome back, Sean.
Welcome back, welcome back.
Tailgate packs. Get in the game.
Trey Wingo, Trent Dilfer here with the Engineered to Win, brought to you by GMC Sierra. And Trent, on Monday night, it was pretty simple. Big plays from the Colts is exactly what they needed because they didn't have the ball very much.
No, and that's the only answer when you get your tail kicked in every other aspect of the game is to make huge plays. And that's exactly what Peyton Manning and the Colts did. They engineered big plays, and it started on the first play of the game. How about hard play action? Go to your favorite target right down the middle of the football field. Let them break a tackle and finish the run. And then later in the game, you're starting to get some pressure. You don't know how to generate another big play. What do? You go to Garcon on the slip screen, get good blocking on the outside. And then, boom, he's gone. You finish the deal. Only have the ball for 15 minutes, but you make 2 big plays like that.
By the way, under 15 minutes, as long as they've been keeping time of possession as an official stat, the shortest amount of time anyone has possessed the ball and actually won the game. Make sure you go to ESPN.com and search GMC to take the GMC Engineered to Win Challenge.
GMC Engineered to Win. Brought to you by the GMC Sierra, the official vehicle of the NFL. Go to ESPN.com and search GMC to take the Engineered to Win Trivia Challenge.
All right, let's wrap up the NFL weekend with SportsCenter's top plays from week 2 of the season. Number 10, Saints and Eagles. Kevin Cobb picked off by Darren Sharper. Now, you know all about the Saints offense. This was a real big pickup for them in that secondary. Sharper, he's got 3 picks already. This one, his 9th career pick 6. That's tied for second all time. 57 career picks, most among active players in the Saints' role in Philly.
Panthers, Falcons, Carolina loses again. Jake Delhomme, not bad. Steve Smith was great. 8 catches, 131 yards. This one a top catch, but again, the Panthers fall 8 points short. And the Falcons.
Number 8, Niners and Seahawks, Frank Gore. Look at the moves and then the speed. 79-yard touchdown. Gore was already pretty good, but he rededicated himself this offseason, worked out in Miami with some of his buddies from the U, got himself in great shape, and it's paying off. There he goes again. An 80-yard touchdown, this time 207 yards, and the pair of touchdown. 49ers are 2-0. They win at 23-10. Maybe they don't need Grebford.
Raiders, Chiefs, Matt Castle, Michael Huff. He had 2 picks on the day. He's got 3 in 2 games. Raiders, winners.
Number 6.
And Manning down the middle for Clark. And Dallas Clark into the clear. Opening play, touchdown, Colts. Well, that pulls the plug on the party.
I tried to tell you, I called that guy the sheriff.
And there's Tiger Woods waiting on the sideline for Peyton. Say, way to go, man.
That was the first play of the game.
Yeah.
At 5, Texans, Titans. Chris Johnson, 69 yards here for the touchdown. East Carolina in the house. How about this? He had 284 yards of total offense. Second all-time in franchise history. Here he goes, 91 yards. Only Billy Cannon had a better day way back in the early 60s.
Billy Cannon from LSU.
Titans, though, kind of come up on the short end on the scoreboard.
Won the Heisman way back when. Ravens and Chargers at number 4. Phillip Rivers Going up top to Vincent Jackson. Triple coverage, but Jackson makes a grab. Rivers, 436 yards and a pair of touchdowns.
3 Ravens in the area.
But in the end, came down to a defensive play.
At number 3, will somebody please block Ray Lewis?
Throws the deep back, gets the handoff. In the backfield, the Ravens stop him. Ray Lewis comes up the middle, and it's all over. The hay's in the barn. Oh, what a play.
Number 2, Texans and Titans match. Going to Andre Johnson, just like that TV commercial. How about a hoagie? Johnson with a pair of touchdowns, and the Texans beat the Titans. Some are calling this the biggest win in Texans franchise history. They win at 34-31.
And at 1, now Mario Manningham, he didn't have to make this. He upped the degree of difficulty on his own. Stan talked about the young receivers to replace Burris. Manningham, 10 catches, 150 yards. That came against the Cowboys' best DB in Newman. Giants win 33-31. They spoil the party. The new stadium for Jerry Jones. Well, the race to win the AL East is not over yet. The Yanks struggle in Anaheim, and the Sox with a royal challenge. We have the details when SportsCenter from LA returns.
3 wides to the right side, 1 to the left.
What does greatness taste like?
Steps up.